Blog Talk Radio.
Whoa, 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 yeah. Hey, yo, Tim, man, it's the jump off right here, man. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Good evening, everybody. My name is miss.t.n.king, and I am the host of The Jump Off. And tonight we'll be discussing the topic, Wife Aspirations with Side Chick Mentality, with guest speaker, miss.t.n.king, creator of the famous blog, The New Side Chick I Was Her.
Hello.
Hey, Miss King. How you doing tonight?
Hey, how are you? I'm doing wonderful.
I'm doing good.
I'm so ready to discuss this topic tonight.
I definitely am. As you know, Valentine's Day has passed. Everybody kind of know where they stand.
Yes. Some people discover, they roles. Are you main? Are you side? Or are you just not back all together?
Now, I got a question. How did you think social media handled the side chick day or basically everyone's role that they played on Valentine's Day? Do you think social media had a lot to do with people kind of not really too much putting it out there, what they was doing for V-Day or what?
Oh, yeah. Well, I think, social media, it's just a blessing or curse because, with people publicizing their relationships on there, I think people are now like, okay, when Valentine's Day are coming up, they may, pull back just a little bit, not put too much out there, especially if, you were taught your man crush Monday couldn't take you out to dinner on Sunday. So they may be a little bit embarrassed about that as well. Yeah. But also, you got some guys out there, if they're really into a woman, they profess their love or care for her. They're like, oh, I did this for her, and you got the other woman over there kind of mad, like, I didn't even get a text from you. So I think it has, both sides, people hyping it up a little bit more and some people just being a little bit more private to it. But at the end of the day, at least you know where you stand.
Right. At least you know where you stand. So, Ms. King, introduce yourself to those who are not familiar with your work.
All right, well, hi, everyone. I am miss.t.n.king, and I am the author of the blog miss.t.n.king.com, and I'm pretty known for my post, The New Side Chick I Was Her, and that was an article where I define what a new side chick is, and that's a woman who stays by a man's side after he's already expressed his lack of intentions with her through a relationship or just anything serious. I would say Miss T.N.King is a woman of confidence, a woman of passion. She's a go-getter, and most importantly, she has purpose. And, one thing I love about my blog is I'm very transparent with my experiences. I'm not a saint. I've had my failures, my share of successes, but one thing I think that sets me apart is I know how to make lemonade out of lemons, and I know how to keep pushing and pressing towards my goal. And ultimately, I'm just here to share confidence and inspire and empower every woman around the world to, be all who God calls them to be, which is a queen. So that, that's pretty much who I am. And I think with that post, what kind of hit it on the nail with someone was my honesty, but at the same point, it's saying, okay, this is where I came from. You can get back up. You don't have to settle for less than what you deserve. And I think that's so important, and that's why so many people were touched by it.
Right, and that brings me to my question. What inspired you to write and post such vulnerable information? I mean, most women are ashamed of, you know, oh, I'm a side chick, or he doesn't want me, or,
yes.
you know, I'm afraid that my friends may judge me. But what made you put such vulnerable information out there for everyone to see and read? And
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, to be honest with you, I was so nervous and scared when I posted that post, just because I didn't know what people were going to think about me. I didn't expect for it to go viral on top of that. So it was just like my friends I sent it to. You know, nobody I have pride, so nobody wants to feel that type of rejection or get their feelings hurt. But ultimately what inspired me, I remember I was just thinking, you know, I think women, we all go through so many of the same experiences in life. We may have different walks of life, but in terms of relationships and love, we've all dealt with kind of similar situations, you know, either infidelity, cheating, or just, you don't really like him, falling hard, and you're heartbroken. We go through so much, and I just thought, how cool would it be to have a platform where you can go on to it and you know that you're not alone in whatever you're feeling. You know, that it's a place where you're not going to be judged. You know that, hey, this person may have gone through this, or this person has words of encouragement to lift me up. And so in order to have that platform, I had to be honest with myself and just honest with, you know, the people who go to my website. It was very hard, but that's what ultimately, you know, inspired me, was to say, hey, I want this platform where we can all come together and feel as one. And so that's what I'm doing now.
So what are some things that different women come and post on your page about being a side chick? Mm-hmm. I mean, are there women out there who really don't know that there are side chicks when they're asking you for your advice, or they're in denial about it? Like, what are some of the things you see on your blog that women kind of share with you?
Yeah, it's so much, because actually people send me like a lot of emails through like my Ask King, and I get all kinds of stories. I'm like, what, girl? But I mean, it's all types. Like, some women, they make the mistake, they actually fall in love with the guy who is in a relationship, and a lot of it has to do with the guy lying, saying, oh, I'm going to leave her for you, and eventually, you know, they're attached, or maybe they got pregnant by him along the way, and they're just having a hard time letting go. I know people contact me where they were just completely blindsided by everything, and, you know, they thinking everything is just great and good, met families, and find out he has a whole nother family, like another state. So
I definitely been there. I definitely can be the one to say that I have been in a position where I was dating someone. I mean, we're living together, like our kids. Yes.
Wait. You were living with him, and you found out he had a family on the.
No. Yes. Basically, it was kind of like, why your kids are not coming around no more? You know, what's that all about? You know, it was, and then it was kind of like, okay, your kids are not coming around. Of course, holidays are coming up, and you know, I'm around, but it just felt awkward to find out that this person has a whole other family.
Wow.
So yes, Yes, living together. I mean, literally living together. If you ask him right now, he'll probably say he didn't live with me. He just wanted to be there with me. But in my head, when you come there every night, your clothes are there, you pay the bills there, you live there.
And you know what, Miss? That's a common thing I'm seeing. Like, a lot of the like women who are in these situations, the men, they're just using them. It's either for their body, their money, their emotions. I mean, at the end of the day, you're being used, and men do play on the weekend. I'm sorry you went through that. Now I gotta ask, how did you find out? That's what I want to know. If you don't mind sharing.
How did I find out? I'm not gonna lie. My famous mother, known for investigating, was on the trail.
Okay.
She shared some light on some information. Stated that they were having the same living arrangements, meaning that they shared an apartment with both of their names on it.
Oh.
He doesn't know that I know this, but just me thinking about it and kind of looking at the signs, you know, like it was definitely there. It was definitely there. Definitely there. And I feel like we as women, we overlook a lot of things. Like, God be putting it in our heart. Like, that's where the intuition comes from. But women, we overlook a lot of things.
And that's one of the biggest mistakes I think like we make. We just ignore the red flag. And it's just crazy because, you know, it's so easy to eliminate a good guy and his red flags aren't even like really red. They're like more so yellow or green flags. Like it's not perfect. But the guys who they're really jacked up, we're just oblivious to the red flags. We're just like, I want to ignore it. But, you know, I think at the end of the day, a lot of that it stems from really wanting something so bad, wanting that love, wanting that acceptance from somebody.
Where do you think that comes from? Like just wanting any kind of man just to say you have one?
That's desperation, and that's
somebody get her a Sprite.
Listen, that's what it is. It's a form of desperation. Like side chicks. And you don't even have to like be with a man who's not yours or any of that to technically be a side chick. They have two things in common. They're desperate women and they're women of low standards. So if you're desperate and you're low standards, I don't care if you're in a relationship and that man is treating you like crap and you're still staying there. You're not even better than a side chick at that point. You know. So I just think it really comes from naturally. Women were nurturers. You know, we want to help someone. So when we see, oh my gosh, I fell in love with this man. He's not perfect. It's natural for us. Let me be with you. Let me help you. Let me change you. Our favorite line, let me build me a man. Let me fix him. And it's taking that pride in, I was with him through this, and I made him exactly how I want, or say if you invested a lot of your time and energy. A lot of women, I get this a lot, they're scared to let go, even after seeing the red flags, because they are scared another woman is going to get it, and it's going to be better, and they just would have missed out on the what if. And if he's not like it now, if he's dogging you out, he's going to dog her out, ladies. So don't even fall for that. But I think that's where it ultimately comes from, just that desperation. And one more thing, I think sex has a lot to do with it, and how that can cloud our judgment in the dating scene. So, you know, if you read my blog, you see I kind of have a stance. At least wait until you are in some type of serious committed relationship before you just giving him the draws or anything.
Now I got a question. When is it too early to start being intimate with a guy? You know, you have some people that think, we're grown. We can do what we want to do. If the vibe is right and the mood is right, then let's just go ahead and do it.
You know what? I had a guy that told me that recently, and guess what? I didn't listen to him, and thank God I didn't, because if I did, you know, weeks later he showed his true colors. And you know, I've been abstaining for almost 4 years actually, and it was not planned, but I'm so grateful. I cannot think of one man that I regretted not having sex with. I can't think of one, because at the end of the day, are they here? Nope. Now they may have, you know, like for instance, Jake and my new side chick, I didn't have sex with him, but some days I just think, what if I did? It would have been so hard, 10 times harder for me to leave, because I am emotional and I do like have that connection with it. So, you know, and like I said, women who contact me, now it's harder for them to leave because they had sex with them and now they're pregnant. You know, and it does complicate a lot of things. So my advice, just with all of my friends, just women in general, definitely take your time, get to know a man. You cannot go off of just your feelings in that moment, because feelings fluctuate. You have to understand that men, at the end of the day, yes, they want sex, so they're going to put on their presentation. You need to see his good, bad, and ugly, and then you need to make your decision. And if he can't even give you an exclusive, committed, serious relationship, he's not even deserving of your body. You know, and I remember one guy telling me, you know, we're grown, you know, we can have sex, and all this other stuff. And I'm like, well, what about relationships? Oh, I'm not ready for that. I'm still taking my time and getting to know you. Well, honey, boo-boo, if you still taking your time and getting to know me, then you're going to take your time before you can just jump in between my legs. That's how it works. And if that's what I tell them, they know what it is. And if you can't get with it, then I'm going to just give you the boot.
Right. Basically.
And I'm going to upgrade to a better man. And that's been the story. So, ladies, do not be afraid to have those standards. I promise you, at the end of the day, the man is going to respect you. My comeback rate is 100%. I haven't had to lay up with the man to have that.
Did you say your what rate?
My comeback rate is 100%. I have to go for my friends. Listen, men know when a good thing has gotten away and they regret it. And in those moments, they may be like, hey, I was young and dumb, I was stupid, or, I was thinking with my little head. And they see I have standards and I'm just not going to tolerate certain things. And eventually, you know what, they come back really trying to make things right with me. And at that point, God is already upgrading me, and I've met someone else who's better. I'm like, man, why go back to that?
Say, men really do pay attention to a woman who has standards and morals, and I kind of feel like men know when you don't stand on them.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely feel like they know when you're not standing on what you say.
Oh, yeah. I remember I was reading Tony Gaskin's book, and he called it the full court press. Now, mind you, when I tell guys, okay, no, I don't have sex, without any type of exclusivity or, anything really serious and stuff, I get tested with it. And, they're going to try to put the moves on you, try to kiss all on you, do the spots, but you really have to be firm. And when I tell you guys, I have been tested, and it's hard, but I'm so happy I stuck to my standards, and I didn't let my flesh get the best of me, because at the end of the day, I'm here and they're not even here, or they're not somebody I'm like serious about. So it really goes just a long way. And most importantly,
I'm sorry, what you say?
I was going to say, most importantly, you want to have a strong foundation, and a strong foundation is built on love, not lust.
Right. I believe in today's time, it's basically lust over love. If you listen to the music, they're only promoting lust at this time. They're not talking about loving you. They're only talking about your physical characteristics and how can I get you in the bed. No male whose music I've listened to lately is inspiring to get married. And I feel like that goes back to say, women who inspire to be wives, they end up playing the side chick, like just wifey role. And like I always tell everybody, like you just said, we're natural born nurturers. We are. That's just what we do. We cook, we clean, we cater to our man. We want to be everything to him. But yet, his mind is not there with us at that moment, trying to be your husband.
Exactly, and that's one thing I even had to learn. Like when I was a girlfriend, I was one of those super girlfriends. Now listen, super girlfriends, they get super hurt at the end of the day. Ladies, you got to learn how to stay in your lane, know your role, and play that role. If you're just dating him and you guys are not exclusive, stop treating him like he's your boyfriend. Stop, let him pursue you. That is your time to really just be pursued and courted. Don't put all your eggs into one basket with him. Don't let him just get all of your time and energy. If you're already in a relationship with him, stop trying to audition and become a wife. Be a girlfriend. That's something I wanted to elaborate on that.
I was on a date with a young fella. And, of course, we're talking, and I had to cut him off to say, I'm not here to audition on how I'm going to fit into your life. Like, I'm not here to tell you how I'm going to how I'm going to be the perfect candidate to be with you. You need to tell me what makes you a good mate for me and my child, And he was like, what? But I was so serious. I felt like he wants me. It's like I was auditioning on trying to be his girlfriend or to be considered to date. I was like, this is really weird.
Yeah.
And that's crazy that you say that. Like, men, we're living in a time that men don't feel like they have to do anything. Like, they don't have to court you, nothing.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. They feel, but like, honestly, it's what you accept at the same time, because I do believe, depending on a woman's standards, gets different results. So let's just take Exhibit. Let's just say the man's name is Sam. He's talking to Samantha, who has standards, and Lisa, who has low standards. Okay, he's gonna treat you, basically what you demand at the end of the day. So if you don't demand self-respect or any type of hey, if you want to hang out with me, we need to go out somewhere. No, I'm not playing house with you or anything like that. He's either going to rise up to meet your standards if he's interested in you, or he's just going to leave. So that's how you look at some people, where some women get the ring, others don't get the ring. You got to look back. What are your standards? Are you, even when he's not giving you what you want, are you just now going to settle because you're scared of being left alone and you're that desperate, so you're going to lower your standards? Or are you going to say, looks like we're just not really a great match, and
right.
best with you. And he'll either rise up eventually, or and if he doesn't rise up, so what? It's 3 billion men in the world, and you will get somebody better. For sure.
Okay, well, I have a couple of callers in queue, so I'm going to start like adding them in, so maybe they can ask you a few questions. So hold on, we have one caller. Hold on. Do you have a question or something you want to say?
I do. My question is, okay, as far as you're saying a woman is desperate or whatever that comment was about, like how can you say a woman is desperate when the man is giving both of the women the same, the same thing? Like, this is my girlfriend, you my side chick, but you my girlfriend. Like, how can you say she's desperate?
Wait, okay, so
desperate. What I'm saying is, how does that make her desperate? And mislead both of them.
Well, the point that makes women, they become desperate once you know. Now, let's just say if you're a girlfriend and you don't know he's cheating on you, and he's treating you right, obviously you're staying around because you don't know. So you're technically not desperate. But once you find out, and this is for the girlfriends that's out there, and your man is constantly mistreating you, and it doesn't even have to be cheating. It could be other things, mistreating you in all types of ways, and you constantly staying around just accepting anything. That is a form of desperation if you feel as if this is what you have to take in order to, to keep your man. And that even goes
I agree.
Even with side chicks, if you feel as if you're not even worthy of a title, of a real commitment, and for him to, really claim you as his own, if you're willing to just accept the okie doke, like, okay, well, he doesn't want it, and I really just want it, so I'm just going to accept this because I'm sick of losing him, then that's a form of desperation. But if you don't know the side chick or anything like that, like you said, she didn't know her at the time her boyfriend cheated, so in that moment she wasn't desperate. She, wanted to just keep on, like, let me hold him. Girl, like, wait a minute.
All right, now tell me this: what makes a side chick? Like, what determines a side chick nowadays?
Oh, well, it's multiple definitions for that. So we have our common definition, side chick, where you are literally his mistress. He is in a relationship, and he's in one, and you're still involved with him. But my blog, The New Side Chick, I was her. I discussed a new version where, hey, sometimes you talk to a guy, and he's just like, nah, I'm not really interested in that with you, but yet he wants all the benefits of relationships and things like that. And it's easy to just say, okay, well, I'm going to just stick around and I'm going to, give him everything. And eventually he's going to push you to the side and get what he really wants. So that's another definition of a side chick, staying by a man's side, and he's already told you, boo, I don't want you. But yet you still there on the side. You got to move on.
I definitely agree. Hello?
Yeah.
What about,
I definitely do agree.
Let's see. What about, as far as a woman, she got a man, but the thing about it is, like, what am I trying to say? The side chick, because I feel like nowadays, like, it's no such thing as having a side chick. Like, side chicks let it be known, like, and I feel like when it comes to the man, like, he don't make her respect that position. So when both of them know, I feel like at that point, like, it ain't no such thing as side chick. Like, both of y'all in the same position.
Yeah, look, why should she respect her position when he can't even respect you? Like, you got to...
Right.
All right, we got to move on to the next caller.
Thank you
for calling in.
All right.
Bye-bye. Do you have a question or a comment?
Yeah, I do. Yes.
Hello?
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 Hello, yes. Can you hear us?
Hello?
Hello? I think we lost
I don't know. Hello? Okay, well, maybe they don't.
All right. Maybe they changed their
we have
mind.
another call in the queue. You have a question or a comment for Miss T.N.King?
Yes, hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I just called to say that I love the topic that you are on, and you are both well educated on it. But I like to say I miss the days of love and marriage in society, and they say it's the music that causes these times, but I feel the music is a reflection of the times. How do you all feel?
Well, my personal opinion, I definitely agree that the music definitely has some type of, it definitely has it has something to do with the way that we're all thinking out here. I mean, the music, all we're hearing is drugs, love, not even love, lust. I mean, who can I get in the bed next? You got a big old booty, girl. And I think it definitely plays on how we see the opposite sex. He only sees me as a sex symbol. That's all.
How does the guest feel about it?
I agree with both parts. I do think it is a reflection of society today, how we are more of a hookup society, no commitment. But I do think that is a reflection of your home, because really and truly, and I am a black woman, so when I just look up statistics, like with single mothers, raising families, and just with, black males, how they're not always included in the family. That's not with all, families, of course, but so now it's kind of like your music is reflecting what you know. And so, or what's like really cool. So I do think there's artists out there who have like a successful family, but at the end of the day, let's just say if you're a street artist or in your family, you didn't really grow up with that traditional family and you don't really know the value of family, love, commitment, marriage, of course your music is going to reflect, hey, no respect to those things. And I think statistics nowadays, it is showing, okay, divorce rates are high. There's a lot more single mothers out there, hookup generations, there's a lack of father figures in certain families, and that absolutely has a direct effect on music.
Okay. I definitely agree, but we have to move on to the next caller. Well, matter of fact, there's no more callers in queue. So, Miss T.N.King, how would you want to end tonight's episode? What would you want to say to the people that's out there listening?
At the end of the day, I just want every person, male or female, to know their worth. At the end of the day, that's so important. Once you know who you are and whose you are, and whose you are, you're a child of God, and He's called you to be kings and queens. And when you really find that contentment in Him, and you let him define who you are and not the world, not that loser ex-boyfriend or that hating girl or anybody else. Once you let that be the foundation of who you are, I think you already have a very strong point to just succeed in life, and that's in your career, your relationships, within your mental and physical health. I think that's all important. So, regardless of with Valentine's Day just ending, and you finding out you're the main chick, the side chick, or the non-factor chick, at the end of the day, know that you still have value, and your value isn't contingent on somebody else's opinion of you and how they treat you. And once you know that, and you stop accepting stop accepting less than what you deserve, and stop living on fear, thinking that, okay, I have to hold on to this because I'm not going to get anything better. Start putting your trust in God and know that He's going to provide and He's going to fulfill His promises with you, and you are going to meet somebody and you're going to be great in life, but you have to trust them and step out on faith. So that's definitely my message. Stop settling for less than you deserve. You deserve it all.
Right. We definitely deserve, and I feel like a lot of women don't understand that you are the prize. Start living like you are the prize. You're not here to audition for a male. A woman is supposed to be a male's helpmate.
Yes.
You came here to be his mate, not to be his counterpart, not to be his side chick, not to be something he do when he ain't doing her or when he has time. So, Miss T.N.King, that's all for tonight. And I just want to say thank you for calling in. I love tonight's topic.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. Thank you, callers, for calling in. Please subscribe to my blog, miss.t.n.king.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at miss.t.n.king, miss.t.n.king, Facebook, T.N.King. And if you want to email me, miss.t.n.king@gmail.com. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really had fun tonight.
All right. Good night, and thanks.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.